Hello, Soul Tribe friends and family. I'm here for another Pisces reading today. You could have Pisces anywhere in your chart. Do keep in mind that it's a general and timeless reading, so just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't for the next person. And if you would like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session, or Akashic records, you could go to 144bluerosetemple.com. All the information is in the box below. Just a reminder too that we do have a Soul Tribe reunion and ceremony in Yonkers, New York for the full moon in Capricorn and Mary Magdalene Day. So feel free to join us on July 21st. It's only $55.55 USD for a full day ceremony. So feel free to join us. And as always, thank you for your love and for your support. If my energy and my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe and click on that notification bell so you can know when the next reading does come out, Pisces. Now let's see what we have for you today, Pisces. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, what do we have for Pisces today? Honestly, what I see, it's very random, but I've also learned to just share, even if it seems very random, a giraffe. Okay, some of you may really like giraffes. You may even have like a statue of a giraffe in your home, you know, so just take it as it resonates too. What do we have for Pisces today for their highest good and for the highest good of all? We do have guide, a mentor, and a trustworthy ally. And we have heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, and weightlessness. And we do have the present, revelation of own value. And I am getting some channeled messages, but let's see what else comes out with the tarot. Why do we have guide and water flight for Pisces? Man holding a heart. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So that's the crown chakra. Archangel Uriel may resonate with you as well. I'm gonna grab one more card. Why do we have man holding a heart? 7th chakra, guide, and water flight. No more hiding. And we do have central wisdom here. Okay, so what's coming to mind, Pisces? Someone was doubting you in some way, shape, or form. Someone was questioning you and your intentions. I do feel like someone's ready to open up their heart to you, whether that's romantic love, you know, or maybe friendship, soulmate, and it's 222 as soon as I say that, and I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so 222, you could be seeing the number 222 or the number 6, so that could resonate with you. Someone is contemplating whether they open up their heart to you or not. Okay, I do feel like God is leading someone towards you. I feel like they are also realizing that you do have something to give or to offer them in some way, shape, or form. However, I'm also hearing the song by Nicki Minaj, Right Through Me. You see right through this person, which maybe makes them a little bit intimidated with no more hiding. I do feel like this is someone who's questioned themselves, but also like your intentions. But I feel like it's more of, you know, they know that you can see them and they know that there is no hiding when it comes to you. However, I feel like they're also coming to this place where they feel safe with you. I feel like spirit guides, right? God is also letting this person know of like, this is someone to trust. They don't mean you any harm. You know, Pisces has pure intentions. And so I almost feel like it's this person's thoughts, right? Or maybe fears about you that's lifting at this time. Okay, somehow, some way, whether it's through dreams or through divine insight and downloads, there's someone in your life, Pisces, that I do feel like it's spirit that's trying to let them know of like, listen, this Pisces is pure. Pisces doesn't mean you any harm. However, I do feel like you have a little bit of maybe intimidating energy because you could see right through this person with no more hiding. And this person knows it. They're like, okay, well, if I come towards Pisces, I know that there's no hiding, you know. However, I do feel like you were divinely sent into their life. Now we do have Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. For Pisces, why do we have man holding a heart, 7th chakra, water flight, guide, and no more hiding? Yeah, someone wants to come forward and offer you some sort of commitment, some sort of contract over here. And I do feel like it's very divinely led. We have the Hierophant over here in the ending position, so like the outcome. We do have the Chariot and the 4 of Cups here. For some of you, with that Chariot card, I'm also getting very, very divine. Okay, for some of you, this person, and it's maybe not necessarily intimidation, but it's very like powerful. It's almost like a surrender type of energy. You're someone, Pisces, who's very spiritual And I do feel like you're appearing to this person in that way. But for some of you, you also have a very powerful spirit team, okay? And I feel like it's almost your spirit team that is letting this person know, you know, perhaps there, so just take it as it resonates too. But I feel like this is coming in very powerful for them, which is maybe why like they did kind of want to run or hide in a sense. But there's no hiding from Pisces. Now we do have the Four of Cups here. We're going to clarify each one, but what is coming through is this person may have avoided you at some point or time because of your power in a way. What's coming to mind is also just your sight, your knowing, especially with the crown chakra. What I'm also getting is, I don't know exactly which clear it is, but the clear of just knowing. Okay, you just know. And that kind of scares this person in a sense, because they know that they can't hide from you. And I don't feel like this person has like been intentionally trying to avoid you, but they know that if they do come forward towards you, there's absolutely no hiding. So I do feel like they've been avoiding that. Okay, with the Four of Cups though, I do think that this person is kind of getting bored of the life that they're living, or they're realizing that the life that they're living is not completely fulfilling them. And they're kind of hoping for another chance, or they're hoping to, for some of you, they're even praying about you of like, okay, like how, God, lead me, guide me when it comes to Pisces. Now, why do we have the Chariot card for this reading for Pisces? Why the Four of Cups? Why the Hierophant? We do have Queen of Wands, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Knight of Coins, and Queen of Cups. So Pisces, you're showing up in this Chariot card position. And I do feel like Pisces, you know, maybe you are, we have 10 of Cups here, okay? So 10 of Cups is happy home, happy life. It could also be romance. Pisces, your love is strong. But again, like you show up in divine love. But for some of you, Pisces, whether you know it or not, you come off very strong, okay? It could be like maybe intimidating to some people. Whether it's your love that's very strong or just your energy, your aura is very strong, okay? But for some people, it's like a little bit too much, which you're never too much. So you're never ever too much. I do feel like there is a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy that's kind of rethinking your connection. All right, they're also kind of realizing that their other options, the other routes or paths that they were taking don't necessarily equate to you. Again, you're someone who's a little bit unforgettable, Pisces. There's a song called Unforgettable. What is it, by French Montana or something like that? So Pisces, your aura, it leaves an imprint. It leaves a mark on someone. All right, you're someone who is very felt, but your absence is also very felt. Now we do have Knight of Coins with the Hierophant. So for some of you, I do see someone wanting to come forward towards you. They may be taking their time, or you feel like they're taking their time. We do have a bear here. So the dragon, like spirit guide, but also the bear may resonate with you. I do feel like this person does want to come forward. For some of you, they may want to take it very slow at first, or they're slowly making their way towards you. Now, why Queen of Cups with the Chariot card for this reading for Pisces? And we do have the Magician over here and the Star card that came out. You know, Pisces, we have this Five of Coins here. What's showing up, Pisces, is that you show up in this very like you just show up in people's lives of like, I'm here, you know, or I'm ready to love you, or, you know, whatever it is, you kind of show up as the Chariot. It's very strong energy. However, I do feel like people in your life, or this person, it's like they feel that energy, and there's a part of them that's almost like, oh, well, what can I give, you know, or they feel like it's too much in some way, shape, or form, which again, you're never too much, you're just too much for the wrong person. One man's trash is another man's treasure, you know, and so there's nothing to change about you, Pisces, but I do feel like you have this aura, right, or this like, and I want to say unspoken of, like power that is just felt, all right, and it can make people feel of like, well, what can I give, or, and I do feel like Pisces, whether you know it or not, you can kind of make people feel that way. Why the Chariot card, Queen of Cups, and Five of Coins? Knight of Cups, all right? I do feel like people wonder of like, well, what can I give Pisces? And again, maybe you don't even realize that people feel that way. You do have the Lover's card. So especially when it comes to love connections, you are someone who's very powerful. You're powerful on your own. And so whether you know it or not, sometimes people are like, well, what can I give Pisces? Now, why the Queen of Wands with the Four of Cups? You do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Wands over here. Okay. Someone is wanting to return, or they're thinking about you. It's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Why Queen of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups? Someone's thinking about you. They may have avoided you at first, Pisces, because again, like your aura is just very powerful. Yeah, King of Coins. Okay, and you do have the Lover's card. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could have that anywhere in their chart or embody that energy. Now, it's almost a little bit of your protection, Pisces, but what's coming through is your energy is so powerful where sometimes people just like even bounce back, you know? Sometimes people take that initial interaction with you the wrong way. 11-11 as soon as I'm saying that. So sometimes maybe people's I almost said initiation, you know, initial reaction with you is just like, oh, you know, like, well, what was that? And it is, and my crown chakra is tingling as I say that. You have very powerful energy. And it is a little bit of that high priest, high priestess energy where it's a little bit mysterious, where sometimes people are like, well, what was that? And then they kind of, you know, distance themselves from you, trying to figure it out. However, I see you in beautiful energy, Pisces, okay? Now, someone is shifting their perspective when it comes to you. I do feel like the divine is trying to almost rectify someone's ideas or thoughts about you. Again, this is either an earth sign or a fire sign. Maybe they even have both signs in their chart. This is someone who may actually want to work with you, okay? I do work with you or work on things with you with the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Coins. They're kind of realizing like, you know, well, actually, I think that Pisces was divinely sent my way. You know, but at first, I do feel like their initial reaction was just like, whoa, like, what was that, you know? And it's interesting that I'm wearing this and I just saw like Sekhmet's face, okay? So some of you resonate with goddess Sekhmet, which is a lion. I just saw like her face right away. And when it comes to goddess Sekhmet, like sometimes the first initial reaction is like, what was that? You know, of like, whoa, you know, but it's divine love. You know, some of you definitely really resonate with like Sekhmet. What's also coming to mind is Inanna, which also has a lion around her. Now, why do we have the Knight of Coins and the Hierophant for this Pisces reading? You know, but this person is slowly realizing, slowly making their way towards you, or may want to just like kind of come back into your life, but just inching in. Because again, I do feel like your energy might be very intense, Pisces. Okay, you may have Scorpio in your chart. You may have fire in your chart as well. So like, yes, you're Pisces, you know, so you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, maybe Scorpio or even like fire energy, because it's that like, whoa, like Mars or Pluto kind of energy. Okay, so maybe some of you are even ruled by Pluto or Mars, even though you're a Pisces. Now we do have this dragon energy over here. So definitely dragon, like spirit guides, as well as the bear is here too. Ace of Wands, this person is realizing slowly, Knight of Coins, so that's like a patient kind of energy or slow moving energy. This person's realizing that you were actually divinely sent into their life with the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. Why the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant? Look at that, Pisces, 2 of Cups. This person is realizing that you were divinely sent into their life. And I do feel like their initial thought or reaction about you was not completely correct. Again, but Pisces, what I do see is like you have this like energy that makes people kind of go like, whoa, like, what was that? You know, for some of you, like you, again, like I've been saying, you are the temple. You are the temple. You are a walking portal. Okay, so it's like when people do come into your energy, it's like, oh, I feel that something has shifted. Okay. For some of you, what I'm also hearing is like you do help people shift timelines. You know, you are kind of that Hierophant or High Priestess kind of energy. However, this person is realizing that, okay, this person was actually divinely sent towards me, and they are going to want to work with you. They're going to want to yeah, work with you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, we do have the hands holding over here, so there is a reunion here. Again, this person may want to move kind of slow because they're just like, okay, let me feel this out. Or this person is slowly making their way back towards you. Now, what is the advice for Pisces? Pisces, what I do see here is Ace of Swords. You have a lot of dragon energy too. So some of you definitely have a dragon spirit guide. I'm seeing the emerald green ray dragon or even the gold dragon. Ace of Swords, Page of Wands. I do feel like you have this like kind of expression with the Page of Wands energy, which is creativity. It is expression, right? It can be learning and even teaching as well. You have this like expression that, I don't want to say the words harsh truth, but like you just come off that way, you know, where like you and your authentic truth is very passionate. Why Page of Wands with the Ace of Swords? Yeah, someone's shifting their perspective about you. You do have the Nine of Cups over here with the Hanged Man, okay? For some of you, I do feel like they're realizing that it's like, okay, well, I do feel like Pisces actually has some truth to share. Like you just show up pretty, like you're much in your authentic truth. Which can be maybe a little bit intimidating, especially for people who maybe have some sort of blocks of creativity. And I do have the Fool card over here. So I do feel like Pisces, maybe people who even have blocks in their creativity or expression, you're someone, again, you're just expressive. And it may kind of reflect that like in other people, but with the Hangman, I do feel like people in general, maybe even particularly when it comes to your communication, they're shifting their perspective on you. Again, I feel like the people's initial reaction with you, which is not everyone, but some people's initial reaction is like, oh, like what was that? But then they're like, okay, this makes sense now. Okay, so I do feel like some people are, whether it's this person or people in general, are shifting their perspective, especially the way it is that you express yourself or communicate. Now, what other advice do we have for Pisces for this reading? New Moon, Tehuti, so Thoth energy. We do have Horus and release fear, okay? So Horus can resonate with you. This also represents new life, rising in consciousness. So for some of you, you can be going through an awakening. Maybe this person is too. Now we do also have release fear. Whether it's you or the other person, I do see releasing of fear. And this could have something to do with also a new moon transit. So the new moon can mean something to you. What else do we have for Pisces for this reading? The Light Dancer, Illumination, the Radiant Self, and Shining Soul, okay? And we do have Oracle, Sacred Living, Spirit Speaking, Intervention. I do feel like you kind of illuminate things in other people, Pisces. What I'm also hearing is Celestial Being. You can consider yourself a Celestial Being. Some of you really resonate with the stars or like as a star seed. We do have Tree of Souls here. And again, people are shifting their perspective on the way that you communicate. I do feel like when it says Spirit Speaking, Oracle, Intervention, like you do channel spirit, right? So it's like people, again, I'm getting that initial reaction of, whoa, you know, but it's almost like Pisces, again, with the waters, right? So Pisces, you are water, but I do feel like you're the type of water where people have to like kind of inch in and then they're like, okay, it's safe, you know, because it's just your energy, you know, so maybe whether you're aware of it or not, you know, and I'm not saying to dim your light or anything like that either. But I do feel like people are shifting their perspective about you. Specifically, it's either Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because they're kind of realizing like, oh, okay, wait, it's actually Spirit speaking through Pisces, you know, and sometimes maybe they mistaken certain things for like your ego or things like that, like that's just coming through. But when you communicate, I really do feel like it's pretty innocent, pure, you know, and it's just really authentic. And so people are shifting their perspective. What's coming to mind with Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords is the way that you communicate or express yourself. What's a final message for Pisces? You do have flow and freedom over here. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. So I do feel like that's who you are, Pisces, or you're being reminded about that. Now we do have flow. Find an easier path forwards. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. Okay, so whether it's about this person or just in general, I do feel like releasing expectations. And you may even be like shifting, right? How you move forward in something, which I do feel like as collective energy in general, there are a lot of shifts in our lives. And so for some of you, you are being called to be in that water energy of just flowing. All right, and it does say find an easier path forwards. For some of you in your life, I do feel like it's separate from the situation. You may have encountered roadblocks, and I feel like those roadblocks were actually meant to redirect you. What's coming to mind is gently and softly. You can always pray too, like God, angels, ancestors, higher self, please redirect me gently and softly if I ever steer off course from my highest timeline. And let me tell you, like, make sure you say gently and softly, because like it will happen, but gently and softly, it could definitely just be much more graceful, you know, and you can flow forward more easier. Okay, and we do have surrender the outcome. So whatever it is that you're worried about, or if there's been roadblocks in your life, I do feel like there is an easier path forwards. And the divine, especially if you pray that, the divine is going to reveal what that easier path forward is for you, and surrender the outcome, because it does all end up working out. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that it resonates. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings to your day.